Can we just start with some health updates? First on Zion, what's he kind of looking like right now?
He was on court. He went through a full practice today, so we'll see. He'll be day to day.
What was his exact injury? Was it like a dislocation of sorts, or did he just jam it? Because I don't think we ever got a true evaluation.
From what I was told, it was a finger contusion.
And we noticed Brandon, he's now got some lift on the jump shots, and Jose was going on 505. How closer, or are they any closer to returning?
Jose is closer than BI, but again, no firm dates for you, but hopefully we can get him back to the court soon.
Anything on Naji?
He'll be day-to-day as well. Yeah, he didn't go through practice today, though.
And after having a night, I'm thinking about how everything played out. What's on your mind? Where's things stand?
Turn the page. Tough loss on our home court. A game that we all know that we were more than capable of winning that game. We didn't. I always go back home and evaluate myself first and say, what could I have done better? Could I have put our team in a better position to win? And so we come in, we talk about it, and then we turn the page, which is what we did today.
What are some things you think you could have done better?
Always. After every game. It's always something I feel like I can do better. And so that's just kind of how that's my perspective. And, I think that's a part of leadership is look at myself first. What could I have done better? Could I have taken the time out at the end, got us organized, probably gotten us a better shot? But at the end of the day, right now it's time for us to turn the page, new day for us.
You mentioned last night that the way that you live your life is by adversity and how you respond to adversity. Like, obviously, you don't want to be 1-5 during a homestand, but how much are you looking forward to kind of see how this team responds on the road?
I'm looking forward to it. We've always responded, and I expect no difference.
Does it help that y'all have done well on the road this season? I mean, does that give you even more confidence?
Yeah, it definitely helps. But this is still a confident group. Guys are together, and we're going to continue to go after it, and that's the deal for us. Just not make this heavier than it needs to be.
Is it harder to develop a rhythm going into the postseason when you've been relatively healthy all year, and now some of these injuries are popping up?
Yeah, it throws you off a bit when you have injuries, when you have guys in and out. You're trying to figure out your rotations and your lineups. That definitely it interrupts the flow of the team. But that's a part of an NBA season. At some point, it happens to mostly every NBA team, and you got to try to figure it out.
Willie, you've often mentioned how the defense is what fuels your guys' offense. But what else can you do? Because it's a 6-game homestand. I think you guys average about 106 points per game towards the bottom of the league. How can you get that number up?
Well, we got to generate more rim pressure with our spacing. Continue to try to generate some points with our defense, get some easy ones. And then we got to shoot more threes. Last night, 46 three-point attempts from San Antonio versus our 29 three-point attempts. They make 17, we make 9. It's tough to win when your offense isn't producing those shots.
And how much harder has it been when you don't have BI and last night you didn't have Z? Do you have to basically have some players change your roles completely?
Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult. When you lose those guys, you lose your top 2 guys and they're not playing. Other guys on the team have to step up and play bigger roles. And that's just kind of where we are. And we have to continue to go back to the drawing board and work through it, and we'll be fine.
Well, how do you kind of balance the sense of urgency that you have to have, but also the poise that you have to have during that sense of urgency?
Yeah, it's a fine line. There's a sense of urgency with the way we need to play, the margin for error, but we also have to have a level of freedom and joy in what we do. And my comment of we can't allow this to be as heavier than it needs to be, it's like just take it one game at a time. We're playing basketball for a living, and let's go after it.
With just seeing the Suns this past Monday, how much do you change your game plan against them, and how much focus is on?
We definitely got to pay attention to Booker for sure, and we'll tweak some things we'll definitely tweak some things going into Sunday's game.
How difficult is that when obviously Booker is so talented, but you have Katie and Bill as well as far as tweaking coverage towards him?
Well, he's hurt us, so we have to put some focus on him and mix up our coverages and be aggressive.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.